Oh, yeah.
Hotline Fling.
Rightio. Welcome to the very first episode
Hello.
of Hotline Fling.
Hotline Fling.
This is my lovely co-host, Izzy Ivanetti.
Hello.
And basically, we're going a little bit off tangent than the usual sort of things. We're getting into a bit of a love life situation, a bit of relationships and sex that we're going to be talking about a little bit more. Obviously, it's quite an uncomfortable chat for most, so we're going to try and normalise it a little bit. We're obviously extremely fucking unqualified.
Yeah, the most unqualified people you'd ever meet.
And also just like horrible in the love game.
The worst.
At the moment anyway.
Rubbish,
So arguably it's the worst fucking advice you could have. But anyway, the whole idea is we're going to basically try and bring up some conversations that don't really get talked about a lot. We'll try to get to the bottom of a few things, learn a lot. And we want it to be like super interactive.
Yeah, and like learn together. Like we know shit all, and if a bunch of you know shit all, we can just all come together and learn.
Yeah. Oath. And we're going to be talking to a bunch of people. So like a lot of the time it will be me and Izzy, but then there's going to be other weeks where we're going to be getting on strippers, chicks from OnlyFans, sex therapists.
Okay, and a lot of other like not stuff like that as well.
Yeah, of
like
course.
General like conversations about dates and breakups.
Yeah, there'll be nice stuff,
and, like,
but there'll also be the dirty
and like
X-rated shit.
the important dating things.
That's
true.
true.
How do we fall in love? Stuff like that I think is also really important. And most of all, we're going to have a laugh here, and it's going to be a really interactive podcast. So we're going to have all you guys involved. And
it's going to be like super segment based. So we definitely want like each week, like our social media is going to be the biggest thing for like our interactions. So we're going to be setting up. We want you guys to call in, talk about whatever you want, like date advice.
So basically like the main thing behind the name Hotline Fling is that we're going to have this really cool hotline.
Yeah, so basically we're going to copy a podcast, Bloody Brilliant Beers, and instead of the froth line, we're going to have the Hotline Fling hotline, and it's basically going to be like a voicemail system. So we're going to have to get that set up, and you guys will be able to call in, leave voicemails, but also any messages and anything like that. Obviously, it's all going to be anonymous unless you don't want to. And then we'll fucking sort your shit out on air, I guess.
Literally, like anything, like DM us, leave a message. It can be as scat or as personal as you want. We'll take it all serious, or we can take it as funny or crazy as you want it. So, yeah.
Right, well, we got the fucking admin out the way.
Done. Oh, we also have another cool segment we want to do.
Oh, yeah. So this is what you want to make sure you're tapping into our social media, and because a lot of the time we always talk about like fucking Tinder and Hinge and all these bloody new apps that are coming out, or that all these kids are playing with. But we want to be able to like help on that front as well. So we're gonna have a segment called Swipe Left, Swipe Right, and we want you to send in your Tinder profiles,
your Hinge profile, your Bumble, whatever the fuck you're using.
Yeah, and we're gonna like judge it on air. We're gonna fucking have a few pointers for you. Might swipe left, swipe right, but the thing is,
we'll help you out.
We're gonna fix it.
We're gonna fix it. You're gonna get a date on one of those.
Way more dick, way more poon. You're gonna be sweet. So fuck it. Let's get right into it, huh? You told me you had like a little story that you wanted to tell me about.
Let's start off with a story. Look, I don't want to make this podcast too personal, but this is a personal story to me. This actually happened to me. And it's a great little story about love, this being like a dating relationship podcast. So this happened to me when I was like 19. So I'm a little kid. And at the time I was doing like these comedy plays with my friend called Finbar. He's a comedian and he writes these plays. Anyway, after rehearsal one day, he's like, you should come see this band. I'm mates with one of the boys in the band. Anyway, I was like the biggest, like I still am like the biggest like indie rock girl.
Yeah.
Like in
so
Briz,
he's in a band, just a little,
we love the rock music.
With flowers in your hair.
Yeah, pretty much. And basically, by the time I'm 19, I've seen like last few years, Giga Weekend. I've seen all the big bands.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I'm driving in, and as I'm driving in, I park on the street, and I fuck up my my brake and my acceleration pedal, and I accelerate straight into this parked car. I'm like in the valley, and goes boom, like I hit this parked car.
Yes, you rear-ended.
Yeah, I've like literally rear-ended this car, and I'm freaking out because I'm like, like 19-year-old working in hospo, like 18.50 an hour. I know my insurance is like $1,000. Like I'm pissed off. Like I am so sad. I walk into the restaurant across the road. I'm like, what do? I just hit this car. They're like, we'll give you a piece of paper. Just write your number on the car and we'll sort it out like that.
Yeah.
So I'm so upset. But Finbar, my mate, ends up buying me a ticket to go into the show because I knew I would just go home and cry.
Yeah.
So I go into the show. Anyway.
Oh, it's like a comedy show.
No, it's a band. It's
a band, right?
Yeah,
so
we're a band. It's like rock band. I've never heard of this band before. And like I said, I've seen a bunch of little bands over the years. But this was the best band I had ever seen in Brisbane. Like, even to this day, they were the best rock band I've ever seen in Brisbane.
Can you name drop or are they part of the story?
They're already broken up.
Okay.
So it was only like, if you know, you know in Brisbane.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Yeah, they've already broken up, and I won't say the name. But basically, I walk into this gig. No, but they weren't. But if they were, I would say. And the reason why this band was amazing is because the singer was incredible.
And was like, gorgeous as well?
Like gorgeous, but like had the most like natural talent voice, but just like sang so passionately.
Yeah.
On the mic, like you could all feel it. Like the crowd was just memorized. What's the word?
Mesmerized.
Yeah, that's it. And I'm not one to like fall for guys. Like I don't like that shit. I don't even like the singers. Like they're too emotional for me. But this one, I just had a moment, and I was like, oh my God, like I'm in love. I'm a bit of a dreamer. I'm a bit of a dreamer. And I was like, oh, we'll be like walking down the beach at Byron holding hands, like all this shit.
You're
I'm in love.
Jumping steps.
I'm jumping. I'm jumping steps. Anyway, I go home because I was sad. I was like, I'm not going to introduce myself to him. Like I feel like shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, following Thursday, I'm out at another gig. I've had a shit week, had to pay like $1,000 in insurance, all that crap. And the singer's at this gig. And I'm like, oh my God.
And he's not singing. He's
not singing. He's in the crowd.
He's approachable.
He's approachable.
He's on.
And even better, we had a mutual friend.
Ooh.
And the mutual friend introduces us.
You need that mutual friend.
You need it just to
to soften
bring
the
it
blow
in.
For sure. So he doesn't
and
make it
I go, hi, I'm Izzy. And he goes, oh, are you Izzy Ivanetti? And I was like,
what the fuck?
How the fuck do you know my name? And I was like, how do you know my name?
You're like going full flirty.
And he goes, I think you hit my car last week.
Oh, what?
And I'm like, what the fuck? Like I freaked the fuck out. Because to meet any person who's like you've hit their car, random, it's your next door neighbor's cousin's like sister, wild. Wild. But this was the guy who I saw and was in love with. Like I saw and I was like, I'm in love with you. Moments earlier, hit his car. And then let me put this into perspective, like how wild this is. So when you hit someone's car and you leave their number, they like text you. And then you have to like contact the insurance and they're like, you need to get all this information from them. So you need to get like...
So you've been talking to this guy by
I've been talking to this guy by text. So I had
I'll hold the story. How the fuck didn't you...
I didn't know his name. I knew nothing about him.
Did you like see the driver? Like...
No, so it was an empty parked car.
Oh, you were just being a good bloke.
Yeah, it was genuinely, I could have ran off. But I was like, karma. So I'm just going to and luckily I did because, hey. And then, literally, like, always write your number on the, always write your number on the car because you never know.
That's like full rom-com
I know,
shit.
I'm not done yet. It gets better. Anyway, the insurance is like, you need like his or her, I thought it was a girl actually, like you need the full name, you need like date of birth, you need their home address, you need their fucking star sign, you need their cock size, like you need everything. You know what I mean? So I'm like, because I don't know this guy's first name, I'm getting all these details and I have no idea who it is. Little did I know, I was texting the guy of my dreams for a whole week, had his fucking address on my phone, could have gone to his house, rocked up, literally had no idea.
That's wild.
It was the most like wildest thing. And then to make it even more creepier, I remember like during the week I was writing this uni assignment and I was like bit of a dreamer. And I start like thinking of this guy. I was like, who is he? And then my phone dings and it's the car person. And I go, oh, back to reality. My life sucks. You know, it's the insurance, like it's the guy who, like person whose car I hit. Little did I know it was the person I was just thinking about.
Yeah.
The guy I was just thinking about just texted me. I had no idea. It was fucking weird.
So what ended up happening? Like,
well,
did you pussy out? Or?
No, I had his number on my phone.
Yes.
It's the best way to get someone's number. You just hit the fucking
what was happening at the concert? You saw him.
I just saw him. I said, we were just talking and it was a bit, I know he was a bit shy. I was a bit shy. I kind of was like, oh my God, I fucking hate you. Probably thought I was a bit scared, to be honest. It happens, yeah. Anyway, but the band actually ended up opening one of the nights for the play I was doing.
Right.
And then after that, I texted him because I had his number and I was like, hey, your band did really well. Do you want to go out for a drink? So I asked him out first and we had the most amazing night, probably the best first date, fell in love. I was like, I'm going to fucking marry this guy. The world to put us together.
Yeah.
Didn't work out.
Dumbass 19-year-old.
Yeah, no. Oh, he was a couple years older. But
yeah, but I mean you.
Yeah, pretty much.
This episode of the Hotline Fling podcast is brought to you by our very special friends and proud sponsors, the Lad Collective. So, Izzy, I told you a little bit about it last night, but basically these are our good friends, Eddie and Bill Overton from Sherwood and Brizzy. They've basically tried to figure out how to get blokes sorting out their sheets, and as they say, get their sheet together.
Okay, these are actually the softest sheets I've literally ever felt.
They've got bottom left, bottom right, top left, top right tags, so that you actually always fucking know how to get your sheets on. Because I don't know about you, it's a fucking nightmare for me sometimes when you're doing that whole This one in the meantime, if you want to get yourself a pair of the Lad Collective sheets, and trust me, they are thebomb.com, go to theladcollective.com.au or the Lad Collective on Instagram. And when you go to make your purchase, make sure you use the code AFP20. AFP, all capitals, A for fucking alpha, F for fucking, and P for party. 20 to get $20 off your first order, and you can finally get your sheet together. Stop being a feral fuck.
Yeah, bloody oath.
Peace. Well, it's interesting that you're saying, because I'm looking right now.
What are you searching?
I'm searching, because we also kind of want to be factual, because, what are we talking about here? Love at first sight, yeah?
That was my truly, love at first sight experience.
I'm seeing
it's more than just being that person's fucking hot or that person looks so nice. They help that little old lady cross the road. It's it's more than that. It's
I've just found out now 23% is the success. Is the success rate of love at first sight.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. See, so I've had a love at first sight.
The odds were completely fucking against you.
Yeah, there you go.
But it's interesting when we talk about that, because I think I wonder if love at first sight, when you really if you think, because I don't know, I've got a problem. I fucking fall in love with everybody in 2 seconds, but the problem is that passes very quickly. And I'm thinking, is it love at first sight or is it lust?
Lust is a beautiful word.
Yeah, I think it is lust, because
heavy lust.
Why did it not end up not working?
Oh,
because you were 19.
Oh no, just too much, darling. I can't do it.
What do you mean?
Oh, at 19, if someone's okay, the best bit of advice someone gave me, and when you're dating older guys or older girls, the older you date, the more baggage they carry. So that's what you have. If you're dating older, the more baggage they carry. Yeah. And at 19, I'm not taking on anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You weren't ready for
and
that shit at all.
The best bit of,
Yeah, so I personally reckon love at first sight.
I think he also thought I was a bit young too, so yeah. So it was both. I
think love at first sight's bullshit.
Not unless you've experienced it.
I guess.
And I don't think many have.
I guess not.
I've seen really cute guys before, and I really and we may have had a thing later on, but it wasn't as this guy has an aura.
Yeah.
This guy is it. It wasn't
I think every time that's been for me, I've just been okay, I'm never going to talk to them.
Yeah.
I can't even be bothered. So I don't think I can even deal with the rejection of that thing.
But then, how you hear those stories, there's really cute old couples when they've seen a girl or a guy that was the most beautiful, and they walk up.
Yeah. But
the right person will come up and you'll just walk.
Insane though. That's 1932 when there's nothing else going on. They're pretty much getting with each other for mating purposes at that point. Now you're not doing. There's a lot more shit to fucking unravel.
Yeah.
Back then it was fucking. There wasn't a lot to offer.
There wasn't a lot.
I remember my nan, before she passed, always said to me, "I fell in love with your granddad because of his knees." How weird.
What the fuck.
I fell in love because of his knees. And that's what we were working with back then. You had nice
Fucking hell.
knees going around. You were fucking good to go, basically.
I thought my standards were low.
And she met him in the, she was like, oh yeah, we're in the back of his car down at Jeeps, Ashgrave. And I was like, knees, car. Pretty much my nan just confessed to sucking off my granddad.
Oh my God. And of course, because the knees are like the perfect eye level.
Exactly. That's where she would have fucking realised
she would have been like,
that the knees were great. Yeah, she was
so
fucking...
cock would have been average then if the knees were the ones
yeah, if the knees were the
that
ones
she noticed.
that... Yeah, must have been, yeah, average cock, granddad. Bless his heart.
Yeah, bless
We're in our house right now, so don't haunt us.
We love you.
We do. We love you. No, I do love my nan, but we'll roll into one of the segments that we were talking about, first dates.
Yeah.
And I actually had a first date, not to say my first date ever, but I had a first date with a girl this week.
Yeah, you were telling me.
Yeah, I did. And it was good. I had a good time. Like, there was no qualms. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how I'm feeling about it, but there was nothing bad. You know what I mean? But the one thing that I liked that doesn't happen a lot, I know you think that it does, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
Is girls asking the guy out.
Yeah.
Because I promise you, and fellas, if you're there, I'm sure there's probably two, you got to fucking understand just as well as I do is that you're flinging out a lot of bait's going out. Let's go for a drink. And they're always like, oh yeah, it sounds good, maybe. Or you just get left on fucking red or seen. But when it's on, you're fucking ready to go. You're ready to take the chance. And so I'm saying, from a lady's perspective, if you're in that zone where you're like, I wish you would just fucking ask me out. I wish you'd just ask me out. Fuck off. It's 2022.
Agree. Yeah, agreed.
Have a crack.
Have a fucking crack.
Because I'll almost, and tell me if I'm wrong, like message us and whatnot, tell me if I'm wrong, but I almost reckon it's a 98% success rate.
Yeah, I would agree.
The guy's going to at least go on the first date.
Yeah, like even, I feel like...
Might not be for the right reasons,
like even
but
if
he'll
they're
go.
not, like even if they're not into the girl, they'd be like, oh, she's actually...
Yeah, I was like, I can't remember the last time I've been asked out. So I was like, oh, fuck yeah, I'm going to go.
Well, yeah, because...
I'm glad I did.
Yeah, because I
and it was a confidence move.
Yeah, it's what?
A confidence move.
Yeah, it's so confident.
It gave confidence to me.
Yeah.
Also from her, it's like, okay, now she's kind of fucking running the show.
She'd have a good personality. It like shows that, you know.
Yeah.
It does show that. Because when I remember when you were telling me that, because I ask guys out pretty like often, maybe not that often, but like twice a year, maybe 3 times a year.
Yeah.
And like the reasoning behind that it is because like, you know, like if you think a guy is like cute or cool, like why wait around 6 months, you know, seeing if he's like watching your stories or why don't you just fucking message and waste your time?
8 billion people on the planet.
And then, over it. And then if he's boring or weird, you're like, oh my no.
Bald.
Yeah, or bald. No, but like you don't have to waste your time thinking about him. You can move on to the next one. Like I just think like go for it.
Yeah. I reckon it's the best way to go because then at least like you shoot your shot. If the shot gets shut, then you fucking move on.
Who cares? No one knows.
But always leave it there.
Yeah.
Because they might turn around one day.
They might turn around.
Just don't obsess over it. It's just fucking BS.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm saying like that was like a hectic confidence move. Like that worked.
Yeah.
So any ladies listening, do it.
And what's the best way to do it? Like just slide in or like do it in person?
There needs to be a little bit of conversation prior to that. But
well, what about like reacting
but the thing
and
is,
replying to
not
stories?
a lot though. Okay, let's...
If we're going to go down that thing, so it's like a girl's going to ask someone out, like...
Replying to stories is a weird one because...
it's not weird replying to stories. I reply to everyone's story.
No. I mean, as in like the best way to go about it to get your okay, tell me this. What do you do... We're talking about it... We're not talking about the singer here. We're talking about like the average guy who you might be able to turn around. What are your thoughts on the emoji... things like because sometimes we call it forest fires. Forest fire season and hit that fire button, baby.
Forest fire. Wait, I've heard stories of boys that kick on and they just like react to like every girl's like story
and see who answers first. Yeah, but like that's it. That's 3 a.m. Ronnie time.
Yeah,
like, we're talking about. We're talking about like asking the bird out on the day.
Oh, the thing is, I've like stopped replying to reacts just because like what do you reply to reacts like with an emoji?
Yeah, but like and that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like blokes need to pick up their game. And
I agree.
Not
just
do
fucking
that.
message and like you know if you post like funny shit like I don't know post one of like your dog and then if someone posts like replies cute.
Yeah,
well, then maybe you might be able
yeah.
to start a conversation off that.
Yeah. So that's
like that's
I
way better than
the best
like
way
so
to go
much
about it.
less awkward than a fucking emoji.
If there's a girl that you're like looking at, like wait until there's something that's like
they
you
can actually reply to.
Yeah,
because,
and make it relevant.
Yeah, and then the girl might actually like the guy, but it's like, dude, like how the fuck do I reply to an emoji? Because then if I try to if I do a word response to your emoji, it looks like I'm too keen.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you actually need to go in with like, I know this is so fucking lame, but you actually have to, enter the DMs with words like cute or this or that for the girl to respond with words.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But like, sliding into the DMs is a tough cookie to crack because you can get left on scene a fuckload.
Yeah.
Or you end up with that fucking little weird bullshit small talk and it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, it's so shit.
But if you get past all that and you got a little thing going on, if you're a girl, ask him out.
Fucking go for it.
Fucking go for it.
Just fucking ask him out.
Just
do it.
Fucking do it.
Yeah.
Because I promise you it'll work. Like, look, we got Jonah and Tom over here, two best mates, 6 Beers Deep podcast legends. If a girl, Jonah's single. If a girl asks you out, Jonah McLennan on Instagram is single. But if a girl asked you out, almost 98% success rate. Like, you're going to go on that date.
You'll marry her.
Yeah.
It's so hot. It's just like the confidence. Yeah, do you not agree?
But it's also just like, it's just that fucking... Can you also check the sound, by the way? But yeah, the thing as well is just like, you're going to... Because you don't get that often.
No.
Unless you're like fucking Ben Keys or some dude with his fucking... Or Tom Mainwaring with a six-pack down to his cock. You're not going to get those messages, you know what I mean? So... Cammy... Oh, so Tom's girlfriend, Cammy, asked him out. They've been going out for how long? 5 years? 5 years. Bingo. That's the fucking
success rate proof. That's all you need. That's all you need. Like, we're learning. What have we learned?
I'm a man of numbers.
Today? We're learning things
Ask blokes out. And if you're a bloke, don't hit him with that fucking weak wet dick
don't
emoji,
just fucking react. Like, actually just say something. You fucking coward. Why the fuck would you even use that emoji?
And dude, at the end of the day,
bitch?
slide in.
Slide the fuck
because like, if not as well, like what? All you're thinking about is she going to go and tell all her friends, like, oh, Conor Moroney messaged me, which I'm sure that conversation's happened many a time at a breakfast. But the thing is like, who gives a fuck? Like, it doesn't matter. They're just, you'll know, you probably won't fucking see him anyway. So slide in, and preferably not 3 a.m. Don't do it then. That's 2% success rate.
2%.
Can confirm. And the 2%'s not what you want.
Yeah, we're not the 2%ers.
Right, yeah, but back to the first dates though.
Yeah.
Little thing I was going to talk to you about, and we want people to also send through their ideas of this, is first date red flags.
Just in general, red flags.
No, but like, I guess the first date,
first time you're meeting
because like
them.
at the end of the day, like once you get to know somebody a little bit more, there's going to be so much different shit you guys are going to talk about.
Yeah,
but like,
agreed.
First date, you're there to sell yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
You're there to have fun, and you're there to sell yourself. You don't want to you wouldn't walk up to a fucking business deal and go like, look, we're losing money's flying out the door. But you know what? I'm a good bloke. Like you want to fucking get in there like swimwear and start fucking making some moves, ripping and tearing.
This is the only bit of prep we did for the show. We decided we'd bring in 2 of our red flags each, and we'd discuss them.
For sure.
Do you want to go first, or do you want me to
I can go first.
Yeah, you go first.
The first red flag for me, and this is going to be 50-50 debatable for some people, is fucking don't talk about, don't drag on about your ex. I don't want to hear it. Like, no, and this is from a boy's perspective. I'm not giving girl perspectives or anything. Like, this is from purely the fellas. We don't give a fuck about your ex. We don't care about if he was a cheater, he did this and he did that. No. And it's just like such a prick because of that. Like, all that dude's thinking about is, I can't wait for her to stop talking about this.
Literally, yeah.
I'm not your therapist. I don't give a fuck. And also, like, on top of it as well, like, any of your baggage, like, we don't care about your fucking parents fucking divorce, like, all that's like...
Maybe in the future, like, if you date,
and this is why I'm preferencing first date.
It's like the first meeting, and
first
like,
they
shit on the table with all their fucking baggage.
Have fun. And, like, especially with the ex thing, if they're dragging on in a negative way, that's bad. That's like you could be definitely going out with a narcissist at that point.
Literally, and then if you guys end up dating, you know that this person's literally going to talk shit about you.
Exactly, but also they're looking for like little things. Like if you are going to talk about your ex and it was like a positive fucking experience all in all, you can just basically say, oh yeah, I haven't had a girlfriend since
that's all you need.
Couple months or whatever. Like we're all good now.
Yeah.
We don't really talk now. Whatever it is, but just leave it at that. You don't need to go into the nitty gritty of what he did and why you guys broke up. You're just letting off too much shit. Because at the end of the day, the first date, it's meant to be fun.
Sell yourself.
Sell yourself. Like just talk about your fucking hobbies, the shit you love to do.
Yeah.
Just fun shit in general, and ask questions like all that sort of stuff. But just like we don't need your baggage. Leave it at the fucking door.
Perfect. And then should I do one?
Let's go back and forth.
We'll go back and forth. One of mine is when they're like way in too deep on the first or second date. Like it's like the first time or second time you've met them, and they're just like, you know, like they're just bringing up like the questions they ask you. It's like a first date, and it's like, oh, like would you be interested in going on like a trip to Europe in a few months? I've literally been that. Wait, are you into like traveling around Australia, like getting a van?
Way too much.
This may have happened. And like it's just like even stuff like I may. Anyway, but like literally like don't you go to the next one?
But basically to sum that up is like chill out for a little bit. Fucking let a couple dates happen just before you start fucking
I think that's even a big and I think that's even a big one for guys. I brought this up with one of my friends, and he's like, even when girls are too touchy on him, like too touchy too soon.
Oh yeah,
like just anything too soon, like L too soon.
Oh yeah,
Like even I really like you, like I'll come over to my parents' house.
Well, like I went on a date earlier this year.
You know that shit.
Went on a date earlier this year. Crack a girl, had heaps of fun. Was awesome. Got with each other. Yada yada. Skipped that bit, and then she basically like within a week of knowing her, she starts talking about like, oh, like, are you ready for a relationship? Like that's what I'm looking for. I hate that
question. And they say it really early.
Yeah. Because the thing is about that question. It lingers.
It's like a dirty sock in your car.
Even if you,
it's like exactly right. That's exactly the shit I'm talking about.
Now I know this is what she's thinking.
This is what it's this first or second date. That's when it's the same people who fucking talking about. You ruin the fun. They're like, oh, so like how long have you like been without your ex? And then it goes, would you be looking for like a new?
And this is like,
and it's like, no, you've ruined this.
And it's fun. It's fine to say what you are looking for.
Yeah, which is helpful.
But just keep it for down the track a little bit. Like say you're open to stuff or whatever, but like as soon as you start getting like too into the nitty gritty of like, are you ready for it? Like this is what I want.
Is that person even ready for it? They don't even know the baggage you have.
They don't fucking
They don't even know if you're a fucking psychopath yet.
Exactly.
You even know if you even want to get into that.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was. I was like, you don't fucking know me from a bar, so I don't know you. Like I don't know what you like around your mates. Like, and I don't know you. So like, but as soon as that question was there, that was it. Like we saw each other a couple of times after, but when that happened, there was always in the back of both our heads, and it came up again, and I was just like, dude, I'm not fucking ready to even talk about this yet. I don't know you enough. So like, again, keep it at the fucking door, you loser.
Literally. Your second one.
Yeah. My second one, and this is.
I love this one.
This is for the ladies. Basically, my red flag, and it's always there, is the reach for the wallet. I'm going to every date expecting to pay. Like, I'm expecting to pay, and that's fine, because that's just, like, the way I roll. That's how I was fucking taught. Like, that's how you operate. Come financially fucking prepared as well. But the thing is, like, you're ready to pay. The only thing, though, is when you're paying and you're getting ready to pay, if the girl's like, no, like, the date I went on the other day, we're going drink for drink. Yeah. Awesome. Like, it was fucking great.
That's hot.
And then I was like, but when you get to the payment zone, and then there's no, at least like, oh, you sure? You sure? Like,
it's just kind of like
just the courtesy of like I know I'm not gonna pay, but like, would you?
Should we reenact one for an example? So, for example, if you're like the bill comes and you're like, so you go,
yeah.
So you go, I'll get it.
Don't worry, I've got it.
And I'll be like, oh, thanks for that. So that's no reach. Oh, thanks. Oh, that's so nice of you.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Let me do that again. Oh, thank you. Just one.
Yeah. No.
Not cute.
You're setting the standard, fellas.
Oh, thank you.
That wallet is going to be in the fucking pocket.
But what you want is what you want. Like redo it. I'll get it. Say that.
Don't worry, I'll get it.
oh, are you sure? I can get it. Where's my purse?
Yeah.
No.
No. It's all good.
It's
Trust me,
okay. I
it's
can
fine.
go get it.
It's fine. It's fine.
Thank you so much for that.
Bingo.
We're getting married.
Green flag.
Done.
Green flag. Because it's just like the courtesy of like, you know what, like, still not expecting you to pay. Fellas, you should pay. I still reckon there's going to be some bit of chivalry left. But like, unless she's fucking like...
Oh, I love a free meal, darling. Let's be honest.
Let's be real,
Oh, don't hate it.
That's actually something I want to talk about in a couple of other episodes down the track is like, because I've heard about this, girls that go out just for feeds.
I've heard, just for feeds?
Yeah.
I've heard, I'd want to be on that level, but I'm not on that level yet.
But like what? You're just using this dude as a fucking walking Uber Eats. Like, fuck you.
Look, from a girl's perspective, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, but you're also
but guys always go around talking about cheeks. Imagine a girl walks in and is like, wait, I fucking have eaten 5 meals out of the 7 nights this week for free from cunts off Tinder. Like, it's impressive.
Yeah, get a job.
Like, it's pretty impressive.
No, I don't find that impressive at all. Like, unless you somehow are like taking down these like big dogs who deserve to, but you don't know that. Or it's just Joe Blow. Like, anyway.
Fuck's sake.
That's my fucking red flag.
I've never done it. Like I said, I don't have time.
Oh, no. I'm not talking about the meal eating people.
But yeah, we'll get into that. We'll have to get someone on.
If you do it.
If you do this, can you contact us, please? If you like gone on multiple dates. Just
you can tell me how I'm fucking wrong.
Can you teach me how to do it?
Yeah, I guess.
Love a good meal. My second one, it's probably just like if they're really like negative. About life, and then just like
their job.
Like they hate their job, they hate their life, they're fucking just like boring, don't talk much. But just like I feel like negativity is like a huge one. Like especially on a first date,
it's the first time meeting. It's the first time meeting.
Yeah, it's like even the first date. It's not even about like if you're compatible, like if you want the same things in life. Like I said, like a long or short term relationship. It's literally just like, can you have a good time?
100%.
Can we have a boogie? Can we have a few drinks?
And it's like honestly, fucking lie. If you don't like your job, just be like.
Yeah.
Find a good aspect. Or like talk about the shit that you love and like your passion. Like, I don't really like my job, but like I fucking love surfing or whatever it is. Yeah. Like, that's my passion. Yeah. Like, people love passion.
About something.
Yeah.
And also like I'm just gonna combine another one in, but like when they don't ask about you and it's like they just talk about themselves the whole time and then you need to like gym in what you're talking about and they never ask about you, that also sucks.
Yeah, I agree.
Like,
but just don't be don't be a negative Nancy, especially about the shit that you do every day or the people that are close to you, because it's like that's a reflection of you. If you don't like fucking if you're talking shit about your ex, then your mates, then your job, then your mum,
like
it's
a
like
mutual
what the
friend that
fuck
we both
do you like?
know. Like you don't want to start your relationship off bitching about people. Like, how many relationship couples do you know that, like, literally all they talk about is, like, bitching about other people?
Oh, so many.
Yeah, like, so many. So, like, I feel like if you really want an authentic one, first date,
it's just there to be fun. Like, just fucking fun, dude. Have fun.
Fucking fun.
We'll get off first dates, I guess. We'll kick that to the bucket. I can't really remember what the other thing we were going to talk about. Oh, it was...
What time are we at?
I think we're about half an hour in. Half an hour in. I don't know. Give us a little time check, Tom. We're going to try and keep these ones to about 45 minutes, I reckon. Nice and bite size. 35 minutes.
Will we crop this bit out? Or?
No, I'll keep it in. Fuck it. Who cares?
Okay.
It doesn't really matter. But like, they're still listening at this point. They're going to fucking finish it. You'd hope so. But
thanks.
Well,
thanks and sorry for the pain you've gone through.
That's the dirty world of podcasting.
What's the number?
Stop listening. Oh, that was the thing I was going to talk about. Was my fucking end zone problem.
Oh, this is actually a good one. If you're still listening.
Yeah. But basically, so like I kind of spoke about this on a podcast last week with the boys, but I think I've broken the curse now. But it was a serious thing for a while. It was my end zone problem, and if you don't understand what that means, is basically, it's like he's at the 20, he's at the 30, he's at the 10, he's in the end zone, and he's fucking dropped the ball and he's fucked it. And by that I mean is like I've got myself in situations where I have ended up going, and I'm in the end zone. I'm ready there. I can just go in for the kiss. I can take the kill, and then I go.
Yeah. If you didn't want to fucking
leave.
if you didn't want a fucking footy analogy of the end zone, basically he's saying like when you're with a chick or a guy or whatever, and you know it's going really well, but you just you just can't get a home run. You just can't. That was another. I know if I fucked it up. But yeah, like you just can't get, like you can't finish it off.
Yeah.
You have an end zone problem.
You're there. You're on the fucking front step of the door. You're there for the kiss, and you just
completely fucked it.
Yeah.
And so why are you fucking this up every time? Why do you have this problem?
I don't know. I think it's because I'm terrified of the rejection.
Is it because you get nervous? Is it because you don't instigate it, or the girl rejects you?
No. I think because I'm not even getting to the point of being rejected. I'm like, so this is the thing. I'm worried. If you're asking my like dirty subconscious, which we're gonna get personal on this bad boy, is I think when I get to that end zone there, I'm like, oh, if I go in for this kiss or I make the move like now, and she goes like, oh no, what the fuck? Like, sorry, like I'm not feeling that or whatever.
It's gonna ruin everything. Well, does it like
your soul goes like?
Okay, but like, surely like you just like suss the vibe. Obviously, if you know like the vibe's not there, it's weird to just reach in for a fucking kiss.
Let me set the scene.
Yeah, set the fucking scene. Do a little play.
This chick, I've fucking spoken about it twice in 2 weeks. I'm fucking freak show. God, she's
weird cunt.
Hopefully she doesn't listen. If she does, she probably
just block her from your story. I always do that.
Yeah. Anyway, fucking go to a party. Absolute smoke show. 10 out of 10. This girl, it was just out of control. Smart, funny, hot as shit, the whole kit and caboodle.
Done.
And I'm actually going to show you this girl right now.
So I can actually see it.
Fully fucking, you might even know her.
Oh, here we go. I'm excited.
And don't fucking say her name or anything.
I won't say her name. All right, this is going to be hard because, I definitely don't know this girl. This is bullshit. This chick's hot.
Out of control. This
is definitely out of control, out of your league. How did this happen?
Yeah. Okay, so
what the fuck? This chick's actually like super hot.
Yeah. So I'm with like when you're at those parties and like.
Wait, did you go on a date with this girl?
No. This isn't a date. This is a party.
Oh my
so
God,
just listen. But like, so it was pretty much like it was like one of those like 15 people sort of like lunches, then rolling on back to an apartment, and like kind of heading out. So like, you're with the same people for like all day, all night sort of thing. And I guess we just gravitated to each other straight away at the initial like lunch there, and then we're rolling on and the whole night. It's me and her talking about yada like fucking everything. You know what I mean? And people were even like going like, because then we went out and people like from out were like, the next week we were saying like, oh, who was that girl? Like, really? Like it was like we were like together, you know what I mean? Like that night. Yeah.
Okay.
So then we end up, everyone leaves. We go back, walking distance from the bar or whatever, back to hers.
Yeah.
There was a couple of people like waiting there from the party. I'm like, fuck, like just fuck off, all you people.
Yeah.
Then they eventually fuck off. So I'm up in the apartment at this point, just me and her. The drinking's kind of stopped. And she was like, oh, I just want to watch some TV. We're on the couch. She's like all propped up on the couch. I'm like on the couch.
Is she next to you?
Next to me, yeah. But not
Did she sit next to you?
Yeah, she's sitting next to me. It wasn't like full like
how how many like centimeters we talking next to you?
Like fucking 10, like what?
So 10 centimeters next
like pretty much like you and me right now.
Okay.
But we're like on a couch, like we're fucking like
I have to be honest, like in those situations, if I didn't want to get with a guy, I'd make it really clear by my seating position on the couch.
Yeah.
I'd would sit in a different spot, but to actually sit like
there was other couches.
If there were other couches, I would sit on a different couch.
Get this. TV comes on, watching free to wear. I'm like, fuck, I hate free to wear TV. Like, especially Saturday night, like it's fucking 11 movie. Dog shit.
Yeah.
What comes on? Notting Hill. The fucking one of the best love stories of all time. So I'm sitting on the couch, cuddled up this absolute smoke show, watching Notting Hill, and we're getting to the point like Julia Roberts going like, "I love you."
Oh my
God! It's
God.
all fucking in there like fucking swimwear. I'm ready to go,
ready to rip and tear,
and I'm doing like the side eyes, like I'm going like just trying to gauge like what the fuck's going, and I didn't. I eventually I was in the end zone.
You fuckwit!
I fucking could have just gone. And then I fucking fumbled it. And I was like,
no.
I guess I should probably leave.
And then
I left because I was terrified of if that girl turned around and was like, no, And it was just me and her. Like, there's nowhere to leave. Like, I'll be like, okay, I'll just grab my things and, like, fucking leave. I would have been mortified forever. I'm even more mortified now. I've spoken about it twice on a fucking podcast. Like a loser.
Dude, can I just say, I've been in the exact same position as, like, well, I don't know if this is what she was thinking, but I've been on the position, like, I've been on a couch, like, watching something with a guy, sitting next to him, just, like, sitting straight, and I've been waiting for him to, like, make a move, just, like, put his arm around me, like, touch my knee, and I've just been like, is he taking the fucking piss? And like, I would like arrange my knees, like I'd sit back, like,
you gotta show those knees off.
Like, we know the Nan special, and I know that knees are like, that knees are hot.
Knees are
when is he
hot.
gonna do something? And it pissed me off so much. So like, I'm actually angry and I'm pissed off because especially if she was sitting like right next to you, like not on the other couch, I'm like, look, maybe like 80% sure if you like put her hand down,
she 80% zone.
I reckon you were 80% in because she would have sat on another couch.
I think the moral of the story is don't be a pussy.
But it's not even like you don't need to be a weird cunt and like just like put your fucking like tongue in her mouth. It's literally just like I don't know, put your hand around her. Like this is so high school. It's like put your hand around like put your hand around her. And then if it's weird, she's just like, oh, bro, you don't put my hand around me. And it's not.
That's the response. Like, that response is like...
Oh, my God.
Like,
I know. Okay. No, but it's going to end
watch the rest of Notting Hill and be like, I'm going to go home now. Like,
no, but it's going to end one in two ways. She'll either be like, oh, look, I just want to be friends. And she's a cool chick. What an awesome friend to have.
Yeah.
And then, or if it's more than that, and it's more than that. Like, there's actually no lose situation.
Okay, well, then I guess the moral of the story is, as a bloke, just have a crack.
Just have a crack, but not a weird crack. Like, don't just like creep and like kiss her. Just do it subtly. Just put your hand around her, touch her knee.
Start getting some movement.
The top of the knee, the bone, not near her skirt.
Part.
No, not the thigh, the fucking knee.
No, the knee.
The knee.
The knees
just
are hot.
like the kneecap.
That's the theme of the show. Knees are hot.
Actually, maybe not the kneecap. That's
send in your knees. If you got hot knees, I want to see them.
Yeah, actually, if you do have hot knees, send them in. Yeah. But like, you don't want to like be that weird kind of like puts their hand like right like on the upper thigh. Like, fuck off.
Fucking hell. We're not getting
fuck off.
Fully creepy in the zone.
No, just like a nice polite thing to know. Oh,
on the return, as a lady,
we need to do better and
you need to like let him down easy. Don't be like, oh, what the fuck? Like, just be like, hey, no, that's so fine. I would have done the same thing.
See, I'd take the piss. Like, I would start off by like, oh, you fucking creep. And then I'd be like, I'm just joking. Like, I'm just joking, mate. Like, yeah, we'll just be friends. Like, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
But
just
like, I would make it better.
Like, let that man down easy because I'm sure there's plenty of boys that have been atomic bombed by that fucking rejection that hurts.
But no one knows, especially if in a private room, no one knows.
No one knows, but what do you mean no one knows? You're not waking up the next day and going into that girl group chat and fucking blasting it. Like, of course.
Who cares?
Yeah, honestly. I know. I guess who gives a fuck?
Everyone's got a story, darling. But like, as like, if they're talking shit about you being like, you put your hand on her knee or something. It's
I
like,
guess it's different.
What really bad can they say about you? Like, do you know what I mean?
That's true.
Like,
unless you're being a
did you know
fail.
Connor put his hand on Hayley's knee? what a fucking creep. And he put his hand around her arm while they were watching TV. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's so
When you think about it in perspective, like, it's actually like not that bad. Like, people are going to talk shit. If it's not that bad, it's not that bad.
Who gives a fuck?
Fucking let it go.
That's true. I'm going to work on it.
Yeah.
I'm going to get in the end zone and not fucking drop the ball this time.
Get in the end zone, mate.
I think that one's fucking on for good.
Dude. I'm even proud you got in there.
It was weird. Like, the stars were like fucking aligned. It was fucked. And I was freaking out.
At least you've learnt your fucking lesson. I never want to hear that story again. I never want to hear it.
I'm sure it's going to be every episode, but fuck it. I guess like we'll keep this one short and snippy, and then we'll bring in next week with hopefully a bit more interactive shit where we can speak with our fans. But basically, by the time this is out, we should have all our social media up. So follow us at the Hotline Fling podcast. But like, I don't know yet. It'll be all in the bio of the YouTube or the bio of Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you listen to your podcast. It's all going to be there. But other than that, I guess fucking, you have any final fucking words?
Thanks for listening, and Listen soon.
What was that?
What? I don't really have anything else to say.
Yeah, rightio. Well,
follow us on the gram and you can send in your Tinder profiles, send in questions. Fuck yeah, get out there.
yeah, it's rightio. Peace out, homies.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Hotline Fling. Yeah.